What's up guys, Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. This will be going over the brand new Korean first, not Japan first, not global first, Korean first Sabo, which is coming out to the Korean version of One Piece Treasure Cruise, not anything else. And we're going to be going about him, and he's really freaking good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this new Legend Sabo. Very quickly, stats-wise, 1757, pretty good. That part's good. Good, really high recovery, really high HP, everything's fine there. Fighter and shooter, awesome, love the classings, and of course, he is going to max out at 14 turns. Captain ability, increases matching orb rate, a 1.25 times HP boost, 3 times base attack for free spirit, shooter, and fighter characters. For some reason, the translation of this guy that I keep seeing keeps changing. Like, Totsuki's version, I don't even think it had HP. And then this version has HP, and then now this one says orb rate, and then one of them says chain, fighter boost, type boost, and then it says orb rate. So I'm pretty sure the orb rate is correct. I don't know if the HP is correct. I'll have to check that. But I don't know whether we got 1.25 otherwise. But if it's HP boost, that's great. So, he's gonna be a 3 times base boost for free spirit, fighter, and shooter. And then he's gonna stack all the way up to 4.25 after killing enemies. Every enemy you kill per turn allows you to stack up. So it's exactly the same as version 1 Kuzan, just upgraded basically. Version 1 Kuzan is a rainbow captain. So if you guys are familiar with version 1 Kuzan, the main problem with version 1 Kuzan was when you wanted to use him to clear bosses to go to the next room, you would be trying to kill the bosses and try to kill the fodder, and you were trying to kill 1 fodder per turn just so you could scale up your special and keep the special at the max boost. With Sabo, you might need to do that, you might not. Really just depends on how well you stall and where the stall stages are. And this is a very good unit. I mean, 3 times attack boost by itself is fine. I don't know if you're gonna get to 4.25 every single time. I think a lot of fights you might get to 3.75 or 3 or 4 times. I saw Totsuki, he posted on like you're gonna get a 4.25 boost all the time. I'd say that's incorrect. From lots and lots of experience using V1 Kuzan, because he was my main legend before I had Lucy, I literally had to use this guy for like 3 months. The biggest problem is making sure that you can coordinate killing the fodder at the exact right times you need to kill them in order to get to the final rooms to make sure all your stuff's up. And Kuzan, I believe, is on 13 turns, not 14 turns, so I have to double check that. But getting all your specials up in time is problematic. So I just know that if you are going to be trying to use this version 3 Sabo, whatever he comes out, I don't even know. What Sabo is this? I mean, they have a lot of Sabos now, right? Is there another Legend Sabo? I don't even know. Well, there's Lucy, I guess. Yeah, so I guess version 3 Sabo, sure. Well, that's fine. I'm fine with that. He gets a 3 times chain lock and a 2.25 orb boost. Yeah, dude. I'm a big fan of the special. It's really overpowered. Type boost would have been so much better. Totsuki originally had type boost, and I was like, oh my god, top tier legend. And then they said orb boost, and I was like, oh. Oh, damn. So it's basically, at this point, an what I will probably use this for is an upgraded version 2 Rayleigh. So, to me, this is version 2 Rayleigh without all the utility. So, no block orb manipulation, no damage reduction, etc. Just more damage. And right now on JP, I don't know if I need more damage for those types of teams. Free Spirit, Fighter, and Shooter are very heavily saturated, and the fact that he's going to uniquely boost them and not have to have dual classes like Katakuri makes this a very strong unit as a captain. But personally, I don't know if I would want to use this character as a captain, just because I've used V1 Kuzan before, and it is a nightmare at times to try to figure out how to get through the stages and get to the max attack boost. Granted, V1 Kuzan goes from 2 to 3.25, and this unit goes from 3 to 4.25, which is a massive difference and a huge amount of damage increase. So there may not even be a necessity to do that. You may not even need to get to the 4.25. because your damage would be high enough already. But then there's another argument. So as far as is he a very top tier legend in the game? As a sub, I would say yeah, for sure. As a captain, I don't know. Because for Luffy Ace, for most burst turns, he's incredibly strong, and the special for Sabo is better. So as far as Free Spirit goes, I'd say yeah, he's probably a better Free Spirit captain, and the fact that you can use other characters with him is great. Unfortunately, not with the Free Spirit batch, because the Free Spirit batch is very strength and quick oriented, and they rely on you using strength and quick characters. So probably not the best idea to use Sabo with the current Luffy Ace Free Spirit batch, but maybe with other batches. And that would be a problem there. So with future Free Spirit units that come out, that would be okay. But the fact that he is Dex is the problem for using those batches. Then going into Fighter, for version 2 Sanji, there's no real conflict between the two. You can use this captain as his captain, and then you can use version 2 Sanji as a friend captain, so no conflict there. Also, as a Free Spirit captain, what's really weird is that since Sabo isn't Free Spirit, if Free Spirit characters had a reliance on Free Spirit captains, like the guy, what's his name? That dude, Senor Pink, you would not be able to use the special. So again, Free Spirit wise, not really the best, but Fighter is definitely really, really good, because you can use this character with another 4.25 Sabo and have 2 Sabos and then use Sanji as a sub, and that would make Fighters much better in my opinion. Overall, as a captain, I very much like Sabo as a Fighter captain versus version 2 Sanji, because if we were trying to make just one unique class in Sabo, he would be a very, very strong Fighter captain because he doesn't have any HP restrictions like Sanji. So you can actually keep a higher level of HP in a lot of turns. But if you did want to use V2 Sanji as a sub, you would still run into similar problems. The nice thing is that this character increases matching orb rate, whereas Sanji decreases matching orb rate for HP loss. So you could probably try to use a hybrid of the two. Use one V2 Sanji captain and use one Sabo captain, and then try to use another Sanji sub or whatever you needed to do, or use another Sanji sub. So it allows you to have some flexibility. So for Fighters, I think it's pretty cool. I like the versatility and the other things. The problems, of course, is that if you're using Sabo's special, it counteracts Sanji's special. So using a hybrid captain mix between Sabo and Sanji is terrible for using Sabo's special. But if you're using double Sabo captain, it's fine. Sabo as a sub on a Sanji team, awful. So there are some takeaways there. So just know that I would probably, if I was using Sabo, I would be using him as the Fighter captain. I would not be using version 2 Sanji, and you will not be able to hybrid the two of them effectively because of the specials. However, if you're not really relying on Sabo's special using another orb booster, that's perfectly fine. And then for shooters, nice. Shooters, I think, are really shine here. So the shooter meta is in full effect still on JP. We got Beige Capone as a very strong unit. We got Zephyr, and then we had Treasure Mode Boa come out, who this unit is arguably much better than. Personally, I think right now, if we were trying to figure out the best shooter captain between the three, Beige, Capone, and Zephyr, it would be a mixture of the three depending on content. And what's really nice is that I don't believe any of them is reliant on being captain. I'll have to double check that for Capone, but I don't think there's any like major reliance on them being a captain for their specials to work. So you can use any of the three of the captain. What I think is that since you're getting a 2x boost on Capone, as well as prevention from death hits there, that provides a really, really good thing for shooter teams. The only thing that you need is that you need 6 characters when the special is activated for Capone, so that's fine there. He also makes Int and Cyber orbs beneficial for shooter characters, which is really great as a sailor. So I would think that if you're using Capone as a sailor, this would be a massive awesomeness. And if we're using either Zephyr as a captain or we are using Sabo as a captain, that would also be great. The thing that I think that you should use Sabo as a captain for shooter teams now, because Sabo would be the best shooter lead in the game at this point, is because you're able to get tandem recovery beneficial enable on Zephyr as a sub, and then you're all able to get Psy and Int beneficial as a sub on Beige. So that's 4 out of 7 matching. Plus you also have Sabo's increased orb rate matching on top of that. And then you also have the version 2 Lucci 6 Plus, which is a really great unit. He doesn't have any sailors that give you matching orbs, but he does give you the color affinity, which is a 2x color affinity. So at this point, when this unit would probably land on global first because it is a Korean first unit, and for some reason, if it's Korean first, it goes global and then NJP. It might go at the same time. I don't know. It might be a dual event. Who knows? But what I can say is that this is the best shooter captain in the game. This is for fighters and free spirit. I would argue that he's pretty good, just not great. The problem with him is that he does not mesh with the current batches well, and the current legends well for those classes. There are other ways of working around them, but like for the best cases for fighter and free spirit, he does not fit in there. But for shooter, he is the god. So, Sabo captain, Zephyr sub, Capone sub, and then you got version 2 Lucci 6 Plus sub. And beyond that, you have color affinity, you have orb boost, 2.2, you have a 2x color affinity, 2.25 times orb boost, a 3x chain lock. You're going to also have a 2x attack boost from Beige Capone, prevention from death hits because of the Beige ship, and prevention from knockouts too. So those are really nice to have. And then you have one slot for another utility unit like Chiffon to give you whatever you need. So overall, Sabo as a shooter captain is a freaking god. As a fighter and free spirit, he's okay. Alright guys, well I just want to give you my thoughts and opinions on the new Sabo Legends just really quickly because a lot of people are going to be talking about today, and he is very cool, but he's not going to be coming out to the JP version anytime soon. Really excited about him when he does come out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.